Hi guys, welcome back. Today I just want to very quickly talk about oxygen. It's the beginning of April now. I'm based in the UK. As you can see, the sun's out, starting to warm up, and oxygen is important all year round, but it's even more important at this time of year. I want to quickly talk about why having enough that your koi survive isn't really good enough, and how you can run into problems with that, and problems that you wouldn't necessarily associate with oxygen levels, but can be avoided if you get the oxygen right. And I'm going to quickly show you how to test the oxygen in your water. So it's very quick, very cheap. I'll do that in real time so you can see just how quick and easy that is. So yeah, stick around, all that coming up. Thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. It does make a big difference. If you hit the notification icon, you won't miss any future updates. So, oxygen, usually measured in milligrams per litre. 3 milligrams per litre or less, your fish will die. 4 to 5 milligrams per litre, generally 5 they'll survive. You can run your pond with 5 milligrams per litre of oxygen in there. Your fish will survive and you think you're doing a good job. Truth is, 8, 9, 10 milligrams per litre is better, and the reason is at 5 milligrams per litre your koi are making compromises, so their immune system isn't running at 100%, so they're susceptible to parasites, they're susceptible to bacteria. So if you run into bacterial problems, you run into parasite problems. It could be that those problems could have been avoided if you'd have had higher oxygen levels, dissolved oxygen levels in your pond, so that your fish are optimum. Generally, koi are able to fight off what we throw at them on a daily basis if they're in tip-top condition. Running your oxygen at 5 milligrams per litre, they won't be in tip-top condition, and that won't be the case. As I say, 10, perfect. They will run optimally. 9 as well, not bad. 9, 10, I would aim for. It's often talked about the water's ability to hold oxygen, how much oxygen you can hold. I'll put a table up to show you how much dissolved oxygen water can hold at differing temperatures. It does decrease as the temperature warms up. However, that shouldn't really be an issue to you. If you've got enough air going into colder water to have 10 milligrams per litre of dissolved oxygen, then as the weather warms up, you will still be at the saturation point for your water. Caveat to that, you do use more oxygen in the warmer weather. More food's going in which needs to be processed, the bacterial colony grows bigger and so consumes more oxygen. Your koi's whole digestive system, respiratory system, everything uses more oxygen, so you will use more. But as a general rule, if you're running at 9, 10 milligrams levels during the colder periods, you will have enough during the warmer periods. However, don't guess. A lot of people believe it's difficult to measure or you can't measure it. It isn't. It's very, very easy to measure. It's just as easy and arguably easier than measuring ammonia, nitrate, etc. But as important, if not more so. So I'll show you how to measure your oxygen. I'll show you how simple it is in real time. Have a watch, and I'll come back at the end and just sum up. Okay, so just very quickly I'll take you through an oxygen test, just show you how quick and easy it is to do. I've got 2 with me at the moment here. I've got the Salifert O2 Profi test, oxygen O2 Profi test. There's 50 tests in that. It costs about £8 in the UK, so about, what's that, 15p, 16p a test, so peanuts. They do have an expiry date on them, so just watch for that. But yeah, Salifert Oxygen O2 Profi test, less than £8 in the UK, 50 tests. I've also got here the Tetra Test O2. This one's about £9, about £1 more than that one. It doesn't actually say anywhere how many tests you get for that, but I would think a very similar number, at least 50. And again, very simple. The one that I use, I haven't actually got here with me, but I'll put it up on the screen. It's the JBL oxygen test. Again, a very similar price, maybe a little, about £10, but essentially it's exactly the same test as this Tetra test. So the Tetra and the JBL are exactly the same. They have the same procedure, the same bottles, everything, just branded differently. Of these two types then, the JBL Tetra type and the Salifert type, I would recommend one of these two, if I'm honest. Either the Tetra or the JBL. I use the JBL. I haven't got it here because I don't have the box anymore, but I use the JBL and it's bang on, but this is every bit as good. This one just needs a little bit more faff into this one. You've got to do a bit more where you put stuff in and then you time it and you shake it for so long and you faff about, whereas this one is much more simple, much more straightforward. I've tested the water with both of these, tap water, pond water. I get exactly the same reading, so this is every bit as good in terms of reliability. I'd just recommend these as they're a little bit less hassle and a little bit easier to do the test itself. So I'm gonna use this one today, and I'll show you how I'll go through a test on using this one. In the box, what you've got is an instruction card. Essentially, you have a page full of instructions, comprehensive instructions, lots of different languages. You have a card, a colour comparison card in there, a receptacle to put the pond water in and to do the test in, and then you have basically 3 reagents. I'll put that there. I'll just move that one out the way so we know which one we're using. But basically 3 reagents: test O2 number 1, test O2 number 2, test O2 number 3, and that's the contents of the kit. So first job, obviously find the instructions that apply to your particular language. I am in the UK, so I'm going to find the English, which is the okay. Test procedure. I'm going to go through this now as though I'm doing it for the first time. So test procedure: rinse the test vial with the water to be tested. So rinse it in the pond, fill the vial to the 15 ml mark with the water to be tested. So let's do that first. These guys are going to think they're getting fed, and the chags are up to take the tube out of my hand. Now 15 ml line is there. Okay. Fill the vial to the 15 ml mark. Open the bottle by pressing the nozzle with the help of the cap. Right, okay. So I should have put my glasses on for this, but I need to find the 15 ml mark. 5, 10, 15. Yep, okay, that's the 15 ml mark there. Now, hold the bottle containing test reagent 1 upside down over the vial and add 5 drops. So, reagent number 1, which is this one. No, it's not. It's this one. Give them a shake beforehand. Just make sure they're mixed properly. 5 drops of this in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Hold the bottle containing test reagent 2 upside down and add 5 drops. Now this is where the Salifert one, you sort of have to put the cap on now, and you have to shake it for a period of time. 5. You know, you have to time your shaking, and it's a bit more involved. This one's a bit more straightforward. Okay, close the vial immediately. Oh good. Turn it upside down once to mix the content, then turn it upright again. A brown deposit will form. Leave the vial to stand for 30 seconds. I've probably had half of that while I've been talking. I'm doing the 30 seconds very roughly. I'd normally have my phone at the side of me to time this, but obviously my phone's over there doing the filming. So 30 seconds. I'm going for that there. Take off the lid. Reagent number 3, 5 drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Small, but good. We'll see how we go. Add 5 drops, close the vial immediately, turn it upside down and back again twice. Turn a reddish purple colour, hold the vial around 1 centimetre, fingers width in front of the white surface of the colour chart and match the shades. So basically, as is the case with most test kits, you now need to find where you're at on here. So I don't know if it's obvious on there, but I'm about 11. 10 or 11, something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, 11. It looks like it. Yeah, 11. 11 milligrams per litre. So that is the dissolved oxygen, DO, level in my pond water. 11 milligrams per litre. And that figure is what I would expect. That is usually where I am. It doesn't change too much. It does vary a little bit. Obviously, when the weather's warmer, when the water's warmer, you can't always get 11 milligrams per litre into the water. It will drop a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, really straightforward to do. Please do get yourself a test kit, test your level now. Keep testing as the water warms up. Keep on top of that reading. It is vitally important. If you're not running up at 8, 9, 10 milligrams per litre, you need to add more oxygen. I have the shower running, which adds a lot of oxygen to the water as the water cascades down through the media. It then spills into the pond above water level, so again more oxygen is added by that. I have a Spindrifter bottom drain running a 75, I think, 70 litre air pump, 24/7, so a lot of oxygen going in. If you can, do try and increase that level. But the most important thing is to be aware of it, and to be aware how easy it is to test it. Get yourself a test kit, get it measured, and keep on top of it. If this was useful to you, do check out my other videos. I have another one here, a lot more detail, a lot longer video talking about oxygen. Do check that out if you need more information than I've given you in this video. Also, do check out the other stuff on there. A lot of content on the channel now, and growing all the time. And as I said earlier, do check out the website as well if you get a chance. Have a look at it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see on there. I'll put a link in the description below to that. It's a work in progress. I'm going to be adding merch on there. I'm going to be adding mugs and things. I'm going to be selling online courses. Whole load of stuff coming, but have a look what we've got so far and do give me some feedback on that. Anything you want to add, you want me to add to the site, do let me know. I've got a page on the UK shows. Do have a look at that. All the shows and the dates and all the information for all the shows in the UK. Do try and get out and support the shows this year if you can, and hopefully I'll see you there. Thank you for watching.